It is finally time! I have arrived! Even though I expected you from the void. It's loud, as per usual. What else is new? There you go. A little bit better. I'm struggling a lot with my nose. Once again, it keeps happening. It's bad. Fear not. Fear not. I am alive, and I must unveil my new form. It's not impressive, but I thought it made sense a little bit. I wanted to put on some specific music, but also I fear a little bit the copyright gods here. So, something a little bit different. Let me. There we go. A little bit better. Look at me. Look at my feet. Admire them. They're sneakers now. Used to be boots. People don't know that. Legs. I also have legs. Imagine my shock. Some nice pants here. Nothing to worry about. Hands. Disgusting. Disgusting behavior. Don't look at that. Oh baby. Oh baby, new jacket, baby. Ha! Something that made a comeback. Something that made a comeback, baby. The scuffed mask. Ain't that great? Ain't that great? But I also look normal. But I also can look different now. Oh, that's really good. That is really good. I think I might be missing something here in the configuration. Nothing new, but there's that. Oh man! Oh man. A whole year. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Jeffrey, my guy. Whole year of doing this for no reason at all. We've been doing a bunch of stuff. Actually, let me hide myself a little bit here because I need I need to check if the configuration is correct or not. Okay, I think I messed up the tracking at some point, but that's fine. How do how do you reset this again? God, I don't remember. It's been a year and I don't remember. Let's see, it has to be something, right? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see now. I think I broke something. God damn it. Happens a lot, I don't know why. I don't know why. That's what happens when you get out of the range of the camera for a second. Doesn't really like it. Doesn't really like it. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. Actually. Let's see, is this working? Yes. Beautiful. Nice. Nice. And a little bit of, how do you call it? Emotions. It's gonna be scuffed, but it's gonna be fun too. Oh man, a whole year. It's funny. It's funny because my first stream was me creating stuff about Clan World, which is something that didn't change too much. Funny enough. We did some games, we did some philosophy stuff, which was really fun. I wanted to do some of that at some point, some more. I mean, it was interesting. It was quite interesting. But I don't even know about what. I would need to find something that I find interesting, and just take a look at that. Funny thing. Let me change the music. Here. We have some more relaxing Monster Hunter music. Loud. There you go. A little bit lower. That's fine. That's correct. That is beautiful. One of my first streams, I said, oh yeah, I want to play the Zelda Oracle games, and I never did. I was actually planning to do that next week. Apparently, that hack ROM, which has been in development for like 10 years, which is a lot more than 10 years. I'm pretty sure it's been since 2011. That is a lot. That's a long time. Called Oracle of Secrets. It's probably coming out in summer. This summer. So I probably need to replay those soon. We need to keep playing Zelda. That is obvious. That it is a fun game. It is cool. I've been thinking a lot about Monster Hunter recently, with all those Wilds news and whatnot. And I don't know how to feel about that game. I feel like we need a lot more information. It is a little bit too soon. To be fair, my expectations are quite low. Quite low. Which is not good. It is not good. I don't want to hate that game. I really like Monster Hunter, actually. I've also been tinkering a little bit with Frontier and whatnot. But I don't know if that's a game that I want to play on my own or on a stream. No promises. I still need to tinker with it a little bit more. I want to try and make a private server. Just because it's useful, I guess. I tried a couple of days ago. It is rough. It's doable, obviously, but I'm lacking some information here. And we're gonna keep rumbling about nonsense, obviously. Rumbling about nonsense is more of a Saturday kind of thing. But we have some stuff to read today. A little bit more neutral, but I think it's appropriate. And well, we'll see where we end with this. I've been having fun, so that's cool. I can't really ask for more than that. I really need an outlet to speak my mind, and it has been kind of therapeutic to some extent. Tracking is a little bit weird with this. I don't know why. It's weird. I'll be live testing this a little bit, I'm afraid. That's okay. There you go. A little bit better, maybe. I don't know. I'm just frowning all the time, apparently. What the hell? It's bad. We need to tinker with this. It's okay. Nothing to worry about. I have some stuff to read today, which actually takes me back. One of the first things I read about was the Lord of the Rings expansion for Magic the Gathering. They had the infamous Black Aragorn, which I thought it was a cool design, actually, but let's be real, that was not Aragorn at all. I really like the sword, but that was not the sword either. I don't know, it's weird. Obviously they will accuse you of being this and that, but that's making sense. I'll get more stupid accusations as time goes on, I guess. I have the new autism test. I remember taking the quote-unquote normal autism test back on my birthday, early March, and we managed to get a real low score. Let's see if this one is different or not. And I have a little bit silly kind of smash and pass, smash or pass, my bad, here, which I think is gonna be fun. And if we finish everything sooner than I expected, we can put up some games to play. Something random now. Not a big deal. So let me go back to my usual spot here. Which is, I don't remember. Happens a lot, I'm afraid. Okay, is this one? It is this one. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah, baby. I just want to play some more Castlevania at some point. We had a bunch of them on Halloween, and it was cool. But now, we can play a bunch of mods, we can play a bunch of randomizers. Can be really cool. They're not that long, so it's probably gonna be a one-off kind of deal. So let's see, where's my browser? Maybe here somewhere. Right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I saw this the other day. We're missing some context, which is a little bit sad. But I thought it was extremely funny. Niche Gamer. Department of Homeland Security comes after gamer subs for inaccurate depiction of the president. And to me that was absolutely wild. As some people were saying, oh yeah, look at him. He really looks like he knows where he is. That doesn't seem true to me. We don't have the original tweet here, it was deleted. We don't have the embed either. It is sad. Well, let's see. The United States Department of Homeland Security has sent gamer subs a cease and desist in regards to their products featuring President Joe Biden on the packaging. In the letter, which was republished by gamer subs on Twitter, the government called on the company to immediately remove GG Energy Ling and GG Caffeine Free Ling, or face further legal action. We have the link to the tweet here, deleted, unlucky. Gamer subs is well known for their Wi-Fi Cup products, as well as supporting tubers like Shy Lily and Silvervale. The products featuring President Joe Biden were meant to be lean flavored, referring to a mixture of cough syrup and soda, taken as a recreational drug, which apparently is illegal in Japan, by the way. I didn't know that, but I guess that makes sense. We have some updates. We have just a couple of lines here. Let's go back to the tweets. First update. Gamer subs deleted their tweet, leading us to believe that it could be a hoax for marketing on their part. I don't think it is. I don't think they would fuck around with something like Department of Homeland Security. That seems a little bit too much, even if there are a bunch of shit posters, okay? The article will stay up with a disclaimer explaining the situation until we hear anything official. Cool. But we have the second update. Update 2. Lean Flavor Gamer subs are back with a chicken new logo, and I love this. I love this. It's just Roger, man. It's just Roger. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. At the end of the day, yes, this could be just the some PR stunt, okay? I still don't think it is, but it could be. I still think it's funny, so no big deal. No big deal. I'm still stuffy as fuck. What else is new? What else is new, man? Nah, man. I've been trying to blow my nose for a while before starting a stream, and it's not going away. So we'll have to deal with that a little bit. A little bit more. Okay. That's funny. That's funny enough. We also have here, which there's some people that seems to be fan of this, some people that seem to be against this. I don't really know how to feel yet. I guess it's a little bit too soon, and I'm lacking some critical information here. Let's see. Also from Niche Gamer. But first look at Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim anime movie. They don't have all of the screenshots here. That's okay. Warner Bros. Released 20 minutes of the coming anime film, The Lord of the Rings: The World of Rohirrim. I didn't know they released 20 minutes actually. I've only seen the images. The large crowd at the NC Animation Festival. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. The film is the latest project from Japanese director Kenji Kamiyama, who is largely known for directing Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. If it's the OG, it is good. If it is the new one, I have no idea. According to Variety, Kamiyama was inspired by the books, as well as Peter Jackson's films. Okay, that seems good to me, actually. Instant the market from Warner Bros. Clarified that they've set out to produce a Kamiyama film, not just an animated Peter Jackson-style movie. Which is fair. The anime movie will take place 200 years before the events of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings: The World of Rohirrim is expected to premiere on December 11th internationally, with a North American release on December 13th, which is not that far away actually. And you have some people complaining like, this woman's here, this redhead, it just have like 2 lines in the books, so they could be making some sort of strong and independent women's, which shouldn't be the case necessarily. And you just have some detractors going like, oh man, people saw Rings of Power and said, too many black people here. And of course you have to laugh at that. It's just stupid, it's just ridiculous, man. It's not because of black people, it's because of being accurate to the source material. Imagine. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, apparently. I don't know. The style looks kind of nice. Actually, I think I can bring up the big image. Maybe. Take a look see here. Can I? Yes, I can. It's not looking that bad, in my opinion. Let me hide my browser just in case. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It's not working. Okay, hold up. I need to do something different here. I don't remember where I got the image from. Did I like the tweet? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't remember. Let's see. Jesus Christ, I like a bunch of stuff here. I don't think I did, actually. That would make sense. Nah, that has to be too far back. No, this is too far back, that's okay. That's okay. You can still get the image. No big deal. I had to go through a couple of loops here, but that's okay. It's fine. We don't need to worry too much about it. We did this. And we copy this, I think. Yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying, man. Oh, good morning, hey, how you doing? Angry Hero. Doing some stuff here today to celebrate my anniversary. Streaming anniversary, I mean. I've been reading a little bit about the new Lord of the Rings anime movie. And it's great. It's great. It's absolutely great. And I'm digging the art style, not gonna lie, it's anime as you might expect it. I think it looks cool. I think it looks kind of nice. I need to see the animation flow to properly engage my interest, but style is looking nice. Happy anniversary. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Once again, it might be a little bit too soon. We'll like some information here. We have to see the... Look, it looks great. I like the art style. But without the animation itself, I would understand people being on the fence, not gonna lie. The backgrounds though, they look really, really nice. looking at this, just a little bit bigger, the ropes and whatnot look quite realistic, man. Look quite realistic. Happy anniversary! Thank you, Abraham Ruiz. I appreciate it. A lot of people popped me out today. That's nice, man. That's nice. But I think this could be pretty nice. I also understand people being jaded, like, oh man, this redhead woman. Are they making another strong, independent woman that needs no man? Probably not. Okay, this is from Japan, so I'm willing to trust them just a little bit, maybe. Just a little bit. I can give them the benefit of the doubt, right? I just want to hope this is good. Honestly, we've been starving for some good Lord of the Rings content lately. This art actually looks really accurate to the films, which that didn't happen in Rings of Power. Is it from a Japanese studio? Yes, yes it is. Let me go back to the article. From Japanese director Kenji Kamiyama, who is largely known for directing Ghost in the Shell, a standalone complex. They don't mention the studio here, but I think we can give some trust to the Japanese with this. Warner Bros. Apparently. I'm not quite sure, but I want to believe. I want to believe on the Japanese people here. They don't usually mess that up. Usually having, I think it's a movie, animated movie, obviously. That's a adaptation of classic movie at this point, Highlander. I've never seen it, but it looks kind of cool. It was a meme for quite some time, some years ago, with the Whoa song, right? That is a really good song, actually. Really long, but I enjoyed that song too. So let's see. I expect them to have a better adaptation of the Western work than Ubisoft. We'll get to Ubisoft on Saturday, okay? I don't want to get too much into clown shenanigans today. We could, but that's more for a Saturday kind of deal. What else do we have? What else do we have? Oh, I also saw this the other day, and I thought it was actually really cool. From IGN! It's nice crap shit, Lord. Happens a lot lately. And let me move this. Man stops knife attack because he's enemy hero. We have done the same thing. Ah, man. Freedom beyond Journey's End was his inspiration. This is what the hero Himmel would have done. And I agree. A Taiwanese man helped to stop a knife attack on the Taichung Metro because his enemy hero, Himmel from Freedom Beyond Journey's End, would have done the same. And now, that is an inspiration. Normies will never understand. As reported by the China Times and translated by Siliconera, Rujian Yu, my Chinese is non-existent, so if I mess up, please understand, I'm just trying my best, was one of the 17 civilians who rushed to stop a man who injured 3 people with a knife by train in Taichung, Taiwan, on May 21st, 2024. This was a couple of weeks ago already. Which is, we have the guy here. Nice hair, I appreciate it. Upon accepting an award for his bravery, Yu referred to himself as an otaku. Checks out. A term usually That's a little bit weird. Sure, I will read it. A term usually referring to someone who loves anime, manga, video games, and other elements of nerd culture. Nerd culture from Japan, usually. To be fair. If not, you're just a nerd. And that is fine too, okay? Before pointing to Frieren as his inspiration. If Himmel was there, he would have done the same thing. Yu said. He also said he hopes his actions and pride as an otaku will help improve public perception of those who identify as such. Now this is a hero, man. This is a hero. We have Himmel here. Frieren follows an elven mage of the same name as she embarks on a quest to make peace with the nature of life and death. Him was the former leader of her adventuring party who helped defeat the Demon King in the Assyrian era of Pace. She earned an 8 out of 10 in IGN's review. It's a simple but moving fantasy adventure that favors contemplation over action, and you're salty better for it, we said. Yeah, this article's really bare bones. Really bare bones. I saw another one here somewhere. I think I have that on tab, but it's probably I don't think I have that in my history either. Let me take a look. Okay, we had the one from Niche Gamer, one from Siliconera. There is a. I don't think it was. It had a bunch of images, but I guess that's okay. I think this guy ended up in a hospital, but I'm not quite sure. I only skimmed quickly through the article, so I don't really know. I cannot find it now. Oh man, that's bad. That's bad on my part, but well, tend to pay more attention for next time, I guess. And I really appreciate people doing something like this, right? Because I do really believe that anime can be a really big inspiration for doing great. I believe that's why a lot of people are just completely ignoring Western comics and whatnot, and just going to Japanese entertainment. I remember, it's been a while already, it's been a while, how Demon Slayer was doing better in America than the combination of all the Western comics, which to me was extremely funny, but it makes sense, it makes sense. People want to be inspired. After all, it's not just, oh, the epic traditional values, it's just, dude, it makes sense that you want to be rewarded when you put some effort in something, and that's something that the Shonen Jump especially does well, right? The values like friendship, training, it's family to some extent too, and that is important, man, that is important. We talk about clone stuff here all the time, but we must not be depressed about it. We can be better than that, and we should be better than that, and this is a great example of how we can be better. I'm not saying that everyone should be a hero like this guy trying to stop a knife attack, but just don't ignore when some unsavory stuff and dangerous stuff is happening around you, okay? Maybe you don't have the guts to stop the guy, and I completely understand, okay? But maybe you can call the police, okay? Maybe you can get some more people to help, and what the hell is going on with my gram here? Oh my god, shut the fuck up. You're so annoying sometimes. Ah, did you know that this and that uploaded? Shut up! Shut up! It's okay, it's fine. This is nice, man, this is nice. Okay, let me check something here. Let me check something here on the side. My back is killing me a little bit, and that is okay. I've been trying to sleep a little bit more lately, and I'm trying alright. I don't know if it's actually working. Here's the Monster Hunter Rise OST. I'm using a relaxing Monster Hunter music up to Rise Sunbreak. This right now, yes, is Rise. This is, yes, Cameron's Song of Purification. And the next one is gonna be Song of an Old Tale from Monster Hunter 1. Actually, I should be able to copy you the link here on the YouTube if you want to take a look at that. There we go. There's the one I'm using currently. Okay, where am I? There I am. So, autism. for some reason, well, for some reason, it's quite obvious when you think about it. But there's the belief that, yes, all tubers are autistic. And I proved myself to not be autistic last time during my birthday. So apparently there's rolling around a new test which seems to be like really good and really in depth. So we're gonna take a look at that. Let's see about it. I have a bunch of words here that I'm not gonna worry too much about. It's from Embrace Autism. Check it out. And this is the 80 questions, I think. And we're gonna skip a bunch of stuff. Published April 4th, 2020. Last updated on March 14th, 2024. And duration from 10 to 30 minutes. We'll see about that. And the statements. I took just a quick glance at how they do stuff here, and I don't think it's nuanced enough. And I'm angry for some reason. Let me. There you go. Not that angry no more. We had ratings here. Creating a lack of ambiguity. 1 out of 5. Checks out. Appropriate and respectful wording. 2 out of 5. Checks out. Accuracy 4 out of 5 though, so gonna be okay. Who the test is designed for? Adults age 16 plus with ASD level 1 or subclinical autism. Well, I don't know about that. I do be 16 or older, so that's fine. Adults with IQ in the normal range, more than 80. I never took an IQ test. It's probably higher than that, I would assume. They have a Swedish version, that's fine, taking the test. Yeah, let's take a look at this first. The RADS-R is a self-report instrument. However, the authors mentioned that the clinician might help a participant interpret items if they had difficulty understanding the question. Okay, we're doing this solo, so that's fine. The test assesses developmental symptoms correlating with the 3 DSM-5 diagnostic categories: language, social relatedness, I didn't read that right the first time, let me tell you, and sensory motor, as well as the 4th subscale, please, tongue, work with me a little bit. Circumscribed interests. It consists of 80 statements, giving you 4 choices for each statement. True now, and when I was young. True now only. True only when I was younger than 16, and never true. And that's why I think it lacks a little bit of nuance, which it's fine, it's just a silly internet test at the end of the day. Turn thresholds. We can probably check this later, but let's see. Current range of the RADS-R is 0 to 240. A score of 65 plus indicates you're likely autistic, as non-neurotypical scored above 64 in the research. A score of lesser than 65 means you're likely not autistic. However, not that no single test is conclusive. That makes sense. For more certainty, we suggest taking a few other autism tests as well. This is my second one, so it's gonna be fine. In the table below, you can see the threshold scores and maximum possible scores for the subscales of the RADS-R. So, we should get lesser than 65. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Let's see. We have scoring and whatnot. I'm not gonna worry too much about this. Language, movie talk, small talk, being literal. This is probably just a description of the different scales. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I've seen some tubas getting more than 200. I think we're doing fine, probably. Okay, let's see. Being scores, validity. Only 3% of the autistic group did not score over 65. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Sensitivity of 97%. Checks out. Where's the score? Where's the score? I'm in the test. There we go. Let me have a sip here. I am a sympathetic person. Well, I would say yes. I think I'm a little bit jaded with age, but it's not because I'm autistic, it's because some people really demonstrate you that they deserve not a lot of things. I would say that's true. I often use words and phrases from movies and television conversations. I do that all the time. Also, a lot of them from games. I love the memes. I love the memes. I'm surprised when others tell me I have been rude. I'm not surprised. I just don't care. So, that's gotta be never true. Sometimes I'll talk too loudly or too softly, and I'm not aware of it. That happened a little bit when I was younger. It's not that I was not aware necessarily. It was a case of, you're a teenager, playing with your friends, you're gonna get excited, okay? And that's alright. We're gonna give it this a bone. Sure, why not? Only one is younger than 16. I don't know if that's the exact range, but sure, why not? I often don't know how to act in social situations. I know! Once again, I don't care. It's not the same. That's really never true. I can put myself in other people's shoes. Well, yeah. Once again, I may not care, but yes, I understand empathy, okay? I do understand the empathy. I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, like, you're the apple of my eyes. My eye, singular here. This could be just a linguistic difference, okay? But no, I understand metaphors. You can easily see what they're actually asking you, which is... it is funny. I don't like to talk to people who share my special interests. I don't mind talking to people, but of course I would prefer to talk to people that share my interests. That's never true. I can talk to anyone. And sometimes you might learn something new, which is also really nice. Imagine having a nuanced conversation nowadays. Couldn't be me. Focus on details rather than the overall idea. I feel like I do both, so it's hard to tell for me. It's hard to tell. Usually the overall idea is easy to understand, so then you need to start chipping away at the details. Yes, I would say this is true. I'm more in the details than the overall. I always notice how food feels in my mouth. It's more important to me than how it tastes. Never true. With a caveat. Okay? Back when I was in elementary school, there was a 1 year that I ended up eating there instead of going home. And let me tell you, it was bad. Okay, it was bad. During winter, every single Friday, not every single Friday, but most Fridays, they usually had some sort of vegetable cream. They had like 3 different types. Not 3 types at the same time, but they were rotating. They had one that was just general vegetables, I don't even know what they had. They had another one that was carrot. I'm pretty sure they had a 3rd one, but I don't really remember. And that thing was foul, okay? It was foul. I consider myself to not be really picky with what I eat. I eat pretty much everything that I consider food, okay? I will not eat the snails. I'm sorry, French people. No, that's... no. That is too bad. And sometimes I even eat stuff that I don't really enjoy too much, but it's healthy, okay, so that's okay. But those creams were so bad. The taste was awful. And for the only time in my life, I can tell you, the texture was absolutely awful too. It was the one and only time, well, the one and only dish that I ever had that made me want to puke. That was not on me. No one liked that. No one liked that. It was really, really bad. But we survived, and I don't need to try that dish ever again. I miss my best friends or family when we are apart for a long time. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. To be fair, when you grow up, you understand that, yeah, sometimes you have to go different ways, and that is life. That is life. Sometimes I offend others by saying what I'm thinking, even if I don't mean to. Well, okay, hold up. I want to say never true, but this is current year after all. I want to say never true because if I offend them with what I'm saying, it's probably quote-unquote on purpose, okay? It's just, I'm stating my opinion and you're gonna get offended no matter what, but that's just current current year shenanigans, okay? I'm gonna say, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna say true only now. I'm gonna throw this thing another bone. Why not? I don't like to think and talk about a few things that interest me. I like to talk about just anything, not gonna lie. Obviously I have stuff that I like and I speak about it. Just that's why I started streaming actually, because I wanted to. I need an outlet to speak my mind, but once again we've been talking about a lot of stuff: entertainment, philosophy, and whatnot, games. Well, games just as games, not entertainment industry. I'm gonna say never true. I'm gonna say never true. Why not? I'd rather go out to eat in a restaurant by myself than with someone I know. Ah, never true. I don't like going alone. Sometimes you have to, right? But it's much better if you go with people. Especially if you go to a new place and you all order different stuff and you start picking here and there and testing a bunch of stuff. It's real nice. I haven't done that in some time, but once again, people are busy, I understand. I cannot imagine what it would be like to be someone else. Once again, I do understand empathy. I do understand empathy, okay? Obviously there are gonna be some things that I don't fully understand, because they're intrinsic to who you are, right? Like, let's say you're in a wheelchair. Well, you understand to some extent. You're not going to understand fully. I think that's reasonable. That's never true. I've been told that I'm clumsy or uncoordinated. Never happened to me. I'm really dexterous, actually. People are really surprised when they throw me something and I catch that on the fly. Nice reflexes. Could be better, but they're nice. Others consider me odd or different. Yes, happens to me all the time. I don't think this is the dism though, but yes. Many times, even as soon as last year, I've seen people even older than me, okay, way older. I'm talking about, it's not fair to say, but grandpa age, okay? Not actually my grandfather or grandmother, but underage. My family's a little bit weird in that regard, not gonna lie. They're usually really surprised by my train of thought. Not necessarily something bad, but sometimes I want to know what they actually think about me. That's fine. I understand when friends need to be comforted. Yes, once again, I do understand empathy. I may not be able to do it properly, but I do understand when they need to. I'm very sensitive to the way my clothes feel when I touch them. How they feel is more important to me than how they look. Never true. I don't really care about how they feel or how they look, honestly. To some extent, they're comfy, that's good enough for me. I just don't really care too much about clothing. It's pure pragmatism. I like to copy the way certain people speak and act. It helps me appear more normal. No. I might imitate them because it's fun, but that's just it. It can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at the same time. Not really. Not really. I usually bounce around a bunch of people. Well, usually when that happens, I mean. I have to quote-unquote act normal to please other people and make them like me. Once again, is this current EM bullshit or not? I can say never true. Which is funny, some people seem to be really comfortable around me and I never understood why. Once again, I'm not really normal people. That's okay, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Meeting new people is usually easy for me. What do you mean by meeting new people? Going there and getting to know them? Yes, that's easy. Actually, understanding the mechanics of how to meet new people, like in how do you make friends when you're old? No one knows. I'm gonna say that it's true, because they probably refer to the social aspect, not the mechanics of actually getting to meet new people. I get hella confused when someone interrupts me when I'm talking about something I am very interested in. I'm not confused. I might get busy. So that's never true. They said confused. They said confused. It is difficult for me to understand how other people are feeling when we are talking. No. I do understand tones. I do understand sarcasm. Technique that has been lost to ages. For some reason. I'm having a conversation with several people. For instance, around the dinner table, at school, or at work. Yes, I think that's actually really fun. I take things too literally, so I often miss what people are trying to say. No, not really. Sometimes they may get me, if they're being a little bit too silly, or they're talking to me about something I don't know. But there's a difference between being sarcastic and just lying. It is very difficult for me. It's very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or jealous. Now, I do understand being embarrassed and jealous. I have embraced cringe to a really big extent nowadays, so I don't really get embarrassed by anything. I don't think. There are probably things that I will, but don't happen. But yes, I do understand. I've been embarrassed and jealous before. Some ordinary textures that do not bother others feel very offensive when they touch my skin. No. I like to be clean, but that's the end of it. I get extremely upset when the way I like to do things is suddenly changed. Yes, change hate. And that has been a massive gripe with me and technology. Especially with Windows. I don't like Windows 10. But I had to get Windows 10 because Windows 7 was dead. And soon we will have to get Windows 11 too, and I don't like Windows 11. But that is not only because they changed about a bunch of stuff, Jesus Christ. But the changes are for the worst. I don't like those changes, man. I don't like those changes. I have never wanted or needed to have what other people call an intimate relationship. Never true. Never true, man. Never true. We're gonna make it. We will make it. We will make it, baby. Also, friendships also count, okay? It is difficult for me to start and stop a conversation. I need to keep going until I am finished. I like to keep going until I'm finished. But most of the time I do not. I usually leave a bunch of stuff unsaid, and that makes sense. The conversation flows, and now you're talking about a different thing. You're not going to go back unless it's something really important. I can say never true. It's not really never, but it's mostly untrue. It's mostly true, yeah. There you go. I speak with a normal rhythm. I don't even know how to speak. I don't know how to answer this one. I think I do. I might make weird pauses when I speak English, but I'm just trying to think the words I want to use. I really like to use really accurate words. I think it's really helpful, especially nowadays. The same sound, color, or texture can suddenly change from very sensitive to very dull. Holy shit, this is a level of autism I never understood. No, never true. Not to me. The phrase "I've got you under my skin" makes me uncomfortable. No, it's not physically under my skin. I hope. I hope. That would be a really weird fanfiction or Junji kind of manga. He probably has something like that. Let's be real. Sometimes the sound of a word or a high-pitched noise can be painful to my ears. Nah, not really. I don't really like really loud noises, but nobody does. It's bad. Okay, it's bad for your health. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm an understanding type of person. Once again, yes. Yes, I am. I do not connect with characters in movies and cannot feel what they feel. Never true. I understand empathy, once again. I cannot tell when someone is flirting with me. Absolutely not. I'm a man. We don't understand that. I can say in my mind in exact detail things that I'm interested in. Exact detail? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. That is okay. Let me check something here on the side. We did half of the statement, so we're doing okay at the moment. You can know it. Fucking nut, you asshole. Anyway, let me open something here. Once again, my alerts are fucked. I know that will happen sooner or later. I don't know what's happening with the Streamlabs lately. It's been kind of bad. And more than bad, it's annoying. Okay? It's really annoying. I need to change my alerts after all. I think I'm chatting for some reason. I will never understand why. I will never understand why. And that's okay. That's okay, we didn't miss anything though. I keep a list of things that interest me, even when they have no practical use. For example, sports statistics, training schedules, calendar dates, historical facts, and dates. No. No, never did. Never did. When I feel overwhelmed by my senses, I have to isolate myself to shut them down. I don't really get overwhelmed by my senses, I don't think. But I guess this is true. Sometimes it might happen. A lot of sounds around you, in a big party and whatnot. Construction work, that is really annoying. You want to get out of that because it is really annoying, right? Let's say true, why not? I like to talk things over with my friends, yes. I cannot tell if someone is interested or bored with what I'm saying. Never true. Somewhat true. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. Maybe a little bit. It can be very hard to read someone's face, hand and body movements when they're talking. Excuse me. No. I don't think. There might be some obscure signs that I will not get, but no. The same thing, like clothes or temperatures, can feel very different to me at different times. Holy shit! No? That sounds horrible. Honestly, that sounds just horrible. I feel very comfortable with dating or being in social situations with others. I wouldn't say I'm very comfortable, but normal. Just comfortable, I guess. Yeah. That is fine, that is nice. But to be as helpful as I can when other people tell me their personal problems. Yeah. Yeah. We're men, we are problem solvers. It usually happens. Remember that... who was it? Matt Walsh, I think? No, wait, I think it was Ben Shapiro, actually. That he would ask his wife, when she was complaining about something, if she wanted someone to just listen or to fix the problem. We're just like that. We like to fix stuff. That happens. I have been told that I have an unusual voice. For example, monotone, childish, or high-pitched. No. Well, once I guess, but it's just that I have a weird voice in general. I have a weird accent. That's it. There's nothing more than that, I don't think. That's it, number 2. Sometimes I thought that our subject gets stuck in my mind and I have to talk about it, even if no one is interested. I'm not sure. Let me think about it. No? I mean, I don't have to. I would want to, right? If it's something that gets stuck, it's probably something that it's interesting to some extent. So you want to discuss it. Can I say never true? Because I don't have to. But once again, there could be a little bit more nuance here. That makes sense. I do certain things with my hands over and over again. Like flapping, twirling sticks or strings, weaving things with my eyes. Now I usually just stand still. Sometimes I need to rub my hands a little bit. Like today I peeled some skin, so I'm just trying to get rid of it. That's it. I don't really have those tics. The fidgeting. No, never understand the fidget spinner stuff. I am never really interested in what most of the people I know consider interesting. This is hard to answer too. I'm interested in niche entertainment, for example, right? So even if I'm into anime, manga, and video games, and my friends are also into those, that doesn't mean that they enjoy the niche options that I enjoy, right? So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's hard to tell if it's just like entertainment interests or just grand scheme of things. I'm gonna say true. I'm gonna say true because I'm not into the normie bullshit. But once again, there should be a little bit more nuance there. I consider a compassionate type of person. People don't consider me compassionate at all. People consider me aggressive and violent, which could be true, but I do consider myself a little bit passionate. I gotta say number 2. I didn't give that image, so why not? And get along with other people by following a set of specific rules that help me look normal. No. No. I don't want to look normal. And I do not look normal, so that is fine. We're going to number 2 from the other side of the horseshoe, which is kind of silly. It's very difficult for me to work and function in groups. Yes, but not because it's a group, but because it is just usually a bunch of stupid people. It is... I shouldn't say that, but usually that happens. Having to work in groups with people that really have no idea what the hell they're doing. And that's bad. I can say true only now, because that has gotten worse with age. When talking to someone, it is hard to change the subject. If the other person does so, it can get very upset and confused. Now, I'm a master of changing the subject to nonsensical stuff, usually, but that happens. That happens. Sometimes I had to cover my ears to block out painful noises, like vacuum cleaners or people talking too much or too loudly. Never true. My sister does this, and she might have a little bit of autism. I was talking to her. I think it was during my birthday actually, and we're talking about food, right? And there's a lot of stuff she's not eating, not because of health issues, which it's also fair. I mean, she also does. But there's a bunch of stuff that she could technically eat, but she's just being picky. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Is this womantistic? She could be. She could be. Maybe a little bit. You can chat and make a small talk with people. Yes, I usually do not, because I don't care. But I can, if necessary. Sometimes things that should feel painful are not. For instance, when I hurt myself or burn my hand on the stove. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. I've become way tougher with age. So I understand pain, but I guess it's way easier to endure now. I'm gonna say... truly now, perhaps? Hard to tell. Hard to tell. I don't feel the pain. I just have high defense, I guess. This is not true, actually. When talking to someone, I have a hard time telling when it's my turn to talk or to listen. Never true. To be fair, there are some really strong yappers out there that never stop yapping. So it can be hard, but that's probably because they are artistic. I'm considered a loner by those who know me best. I have no idea. Probably, but I don't know. I guess, maybe, I'm not quite sure. I shall speak in normal tone. Sometimes my tongue is all over the place. I guess. It's normal. I like things to be exactly the same, day after day, and even small changes in my routine upset me. Change hate, but some variety is fine. That's never true. Exactly the same. You see, exactly the same is really strong. Some stuff being constant, I think is good. Everything being just exactly the same, that is too rough, boy. That is too rough. And to make friends and socialize is a mystery to me. If I actually get to meet people, it's actually really easy for me to make friends. Even with people I don't like, I don't know how I do it. But it's just the act of getting to the new people, right? It's current year, it's hard in general, I'd say. It calls on me to spin around or to rock in a chair when I'm feeling stressed. No? Nah, not really. The phrase, he wears his heart on his sleeve, does not make sense to me. No? If I'm in a place where there are many smells, textures to feel, noises or bright lights, I feel anxious or frightened. Not anxious or frightened. Sometimes you understand the sensory overload and you're like, Jesus Christ, this place is annoying as fuck. That's something I fear about the Japanese arcades. I want to check them out, but all the lights, all the sound, might be rough. Might be rough. It depends on the volume, maybe. I can tell when someone says one thing but means something else. Yes, I do speak sarcasm. Sometimes people try to do this and they fail miserably, and they're like, "Oh my god, you're so stupid! No, you fucking clown! You don't know how to be sarcastic. That isn't you." Doesn't happen a lot here, which is good for me. I see some people on the internet being just trying to be sarcastic in a plain tone, and you're like, "No, you cannot say that with a straight face. There's no reason for me to think this is sarcastic. Please understand. I have to be by myself as much as I can. As much as I can. I don't mind being by myself, but you need some other people around. I'd say never true. Or like half and half. What they call that? Ambiverts or something like that. It makes sense. A little bit of people, a little bit of alone. A little bit of outside, a little bit of inside. It makes sense to me. I keep my thoughts stacked in my memory like they are on filing cards, and I pick out the ones I need by looking through the stack and find the right one. Another unique way. Holy shit! Now, is this what they call the Mind Palace? I think I've seen that term before. No, I just know stuff. I just remember stuff. There's no actual projection. The same sound sometimes seems very loud or very soft, even though I know it has not changed. No? Sometimes your perception could be altered if you get used to listening to something that is really loud. But no, that's just the physical reaction, not the theism. I enjoy spending time eating and talking with my friends and with my family and friends. I said the other way around, but that's true. That is true. I can tolerate things I dislike, like smells, textures, sounds, or colors. Well, I said before, never true. I would eat stuff I don't really enjoy because it's on my plate or it's healthy or whatever. Smells though, some smells do be foul. Some smells do be foul, so I would understand it. I don't like to be held or held. I don't know. I actually don't know. I want to say never true, but I'm between true now and when I was young and never true. I actually was quite a clingy kid. So I'm between true only now and never true. But I think it's just never true, it's just that you get used to it. You get used to that not happening. Being hard is nice, okay? When I go somewhere, I have to follow a familiar route, or I can get very confused and upset. I usually follow a familiar route because that's the one I know. That's usually what happens. But no, that's never true. I've changed my path sometimes, and it's fine as long as I know where the fuck I'm going. It's difficult to figure out what other people expect of me. Never true. They expect nothing of me. I like to have close friends. It's nice to have close friends. People tell me that I gave too much detail. Truly no, I guess. But I did it on purpose. Because it's from experience. I need to keep a lot of detail because I cannot assume people know what the hell I'm talking about. Because oftentimes they do not. They don't understand. So if I'm just too brief with my explanations, they usually end up with even more questions, and that is not good. It's not autism, but I'm throwing just another bone here. I'm often told that I ask embarrassing questions. Never happened to me, actually. Never happened to me. I tend to point out other people's mistakes. Sometimes, sure. Actually, I don't. I take notice of them. That point that I don't point them out unless it's something relevant or important. Do I hit this? Give me my score. 37. I think we're doing fine, guys. I think there's no autism here. It's probably okay. I'm in subtotal 3. Social relatedness subtotal 16. Sensory/moral subtotal 4. Circumscribed interest subtotal 14. This is just because I like things that I like. This actually has a nice overlap with the other test during the birthday. Which yes, you can get a little bit autistic with your interests. No, it's just if you're interested in something, you're interested in something. I don't know what to tell you, man. I think that it's easy to understand, right? Seems like a normal concept to me. I don't know, if you enjoy something, you want to talk about that thing, and you want to... I don't know how to explain this properly, but you want to mess around with that, right? You want to talk about it, you want to... let's say... investigate stuff, and whatnot. That makes sense to me. I don't know, I don't think that is autistic at all. But it's just me being a little bit too generous with the statements, being like, oh yes, I enjoy this, when some people actually go really ballistic with the stuff. That's okay, that's normal, that's fine. Even when I throw the tests a bone, no autism. I need to blow my nose, getting a little bit bad. Give me a second, I need to mute. We have some chill tunes now, so that's cool. Is a 37 good score. It is a we're not autistic, so that's cool. Autism. So I would say yes. I don't know. People seem to enjoy the autistic tubers, so maybe I'm just not meant for this, man. Maybe not. That's fine. Maybe not. That's okay. And now that we have confirmed that there's no autism here, it's time for Pokemon Smash or Pass, but with a twist. Because let's be real, getting to the hoo-ha with animals, and a little bit cringe, okay, a little bit cringe. So I made my own version. Here. Let me pull this out. Oh hell yeah. So, let's see. Can we see everything? Oh yes we can. Can we smash them in single combat? Now there's the question we need to answer here. And we have a bunch of tiers. We have pass. That means I'd rather not fight because I wouldn't want to hurt them. There's gonna be a couple of things here probably. Unarmed, that means that I'm confident in being able to defeat Pokemon without weapons, but being able to use anything around me, right? Like the floor or wall to smash them against that. I think that's a fair assumption. Melee, that's just melee weapons. Usual stuff that you can get as a personal melee weapon. You can use with one or two hands. Swords, clubs, hammers. This includes shields, but this does not include some high-tech tools like chainsaws. Those seem a little bit too powerful for this. Then we have ranged. I don't really know too much about guns, so I'm going to make some assumptions. But this is gonna be just anything that could be considered a personal weapon, civilian weapon. Those are probably not proper terms, but you know, bows, crossbows, guns, all the jazz. But obviously, you wouldn't get stuff like ballistas, siege weapons like catapults and trebuchets. You wouldn't get cannons or tanks or anything like that. Stuff that you can feasibly use yourself with one or two hands and move with it. Now, a smash means I don't really feel confident in fighting this thing, and even if I had guns and whatnot, I don't think I would be able to defeat them. But they can probably be defeated with a group or with some other stuff like explosives and whatnot. And then we have How Smash! And that's the tier reserved for people, by the way. For Pokemon that I don't really know how you're supposed to actually defeat. This would include stuff like super science weapons, magic, mysticism and whatnot. The best example for this would be, how do you defeat the ghosts? I have no idea. They are going inside here. So let's get to it. Let's see. This is just Kanto, okay? This is just Kanto. 151 seems okay to me. Doing like 1000 plus, a little bit too much. We might do other generations at some point, but for now, we do Kanto here. I'm not going to use just super deep lore of the games or anything like that. I'm gonna go with their body, their elements, and what you can consider they can do, right? It's not gonna be like, oh, but this thing can learn flamethrower with ATM. No. Okay, no. It's not gonna be that in depth. And we're gonna make a lot of assumptions about weapons, the Pokemon themselves, and even my capabilities. So it's just pure fag. Don't worry too much about it. Let's see. The Bulbasaur. I think I would need a weapon for this. I would need a weapon, something that can cut, an axe perhaps. I'm a little bit on the fence here, because this thing has poison, and I'm not a big fan of the poison. That can be really dangerous. We have the Ivysaur, and I still believe that with a melee weapon we can deal with this. Venusaur though. Venusaur seems a little bit too strong for me. Let's go with range. It is slow. It is slow, so we can probably take this thing out. We have the Charmander. Melee weapon with a shield. If we're using a shield, yes, I think we can rush this thing. And it's probably out of commission. I do believe that Charmander might be a little bit too powerful already. I'm not fireproof, okay? I am not fireproof. I'm not using armor either, so probably not a good idea. And then we have Charizard. The thing is, this guy can fly. And this guy has some firepower. And even though I do believe you can actually defeat this guy with a ranged weapon like a rifle, I don't see myself being able to do that. It might be a little bit too much. Maybe a little bit too much, man. We're thinking about dragon-like creatures, so I think it's okay if we don't want to engage here. We have the turtle. An arm. I think it's enough. I don't think I need a weapon. That's shell though. I'm gonna need a hammer. You know what? I'm gonna need a hammer here. That's fair. I'm gonna need a hammer. Same can be said of the War Turtle too. Blastoise now. Thing is, if this thing didn't have the cannons, yes, I do believe it would be feasible. Similar to Venusaur, right? With the cannons, seems like it might be a little bit too much. We would need some sort of high-speed vehicle and whatnot. No smash. No smash. Too powerful. Too powerful. Caterpie. Easy. Caterpie. Easy. Metapod. Easy too. Just easy. Butterfree, it's a flyer. Probably need a ranged weapon. Whittle. And you might think, hey, it's the same as Caterpie. Actually, no. It has poison. I have some range with like a spear or whatnot. Just don't get too close. The Kakuna though, unarmed, absolutely. Beedrill seems weak enough that we can deal with this with just a shotgun. All of the flares are gonna be in ranged, actually. And I do believe that Pidgeot is, lore-wise, a little bit too fast. Market speed, we cannot deal with that. The rat. Melee weapon. I don't believe in melee weapon for the rat. Fat rat though. I do believe fat rat too. We might need a shield or a pole arm for this one. Okay. It's not that big, but it's actually kind of strong and the teeth are no joke. But I do believe it's doable. Flies are gonna be all in range, I'm afraid. At least. Spearow. It's big. Probably easy to hit. Snake. It's a big one. It's a big one, but using a polearm I think it might be enough. Arbok though, too big. Might be too strong. Yes, it may be too strong. Fucking Arbok being too strong, imagine. Imagine. Okay, yellow rat. Yellow rat. Electricity though, that is also really powerful. I think we can rush this guy with a shield. No metallic shield. We can rush this guy. Righty though. Probably too much. Okay, we have the Patient Zero for the Coof. It is a tough guy. I don't think it's that dangerous. I do believe melee could be enough. Probably big weapon like a hammer and whatnot, because once again it's tough. And then we have the Sandslash. I mean it's tougher, but the class are no joke. Maybe ranged. It's a little bit between range and no smash. Might be a little bit too much. Poison, melee. And I'm getting close to that, I'm afraid. Idrina. Yeah, I think melee too. With a good shield and like a spear and whatnot, I see this is doable. Need a queen. So my friend, I have to get ready to go to work. I hope you have a nice day, and once again, happy anniversary. Hope you stay in good spirits and see you tomorrow morning. Thank you for coming, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the happy anniversary. And well, next stream would be Saturday. So there's that. And good luck. Good luck with work. It's need the queen. Thick enough to not be able to be defeated with a ranged weapon? I have no idea. I actually have no idea. It's kind of defensive. So... But neither queen and neither king are actually really strong. I'm gonna say no smash. I'm gonna say no smash. Even if you were to use a ranged weapon, it's a ground type and a poison type. So... Poison projectile, tough. Earthquake, really rough. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. These are pretty much the same. They're really close, so check this out. We have Clefairy. We can rush Clefairy. I do not fear the big fairy. Probably Clefable too. Metronome is a wild card, I would agree, but we can rush this thing. Vulpix? Pass. Pass. Antils too. I think they're nice. I don't want to fight them. There will probably be Vulpix in melee, I guess, and Antils in ranged. Maybe no smash. It's not that strong, offensively speaking. More big blobs, I think we're gonna rush. Sing, though. Sing could be really bad. How do we count earplugs here? I don't know. I actually have no idea. And that's okay. You know what? Sure. You know, Sing only has 55 accuracy. I believe in my odds. These are ranged, so... these are flyers, I mean, so ranged. Oh, this. If this thing wasn't poison, yes, an arm as poison with melee. Probably Gloom too. Vileplume though seems a little bit too strong with this tension and whatnot. So the poison could be really strong at this point. Rage, absolutely. Porous. It's not a poison type, but it has mushrooms. I think we can melee this. I think we can melee this. Yes, I do believe. I do trust in this. Parasect. Might be a little bit too big. Pincers, though, could be really nasty. Is Parasect stronger than Raticate? I say yes. I say yes because even though Raticate has really strong teeth, it's just a single mouth. But this thing has two pincers. I'm gonna be a little bit conservative here. Let's go with ranged. Venomous, it's poison. But I do believe in myself. Venomous. It's not flying type, but it has wings. So ranged. Diglett and the trio. They're moles, so they're not really easy to engage with. I actually think they're really hard to get with just weaponry. They might be really easy with traps or explosives and whatnot, but that means they go in the no smash tier, which is interesting. Mouth, I like Mouth. We're passing on the cats. Psyduck, I kind of like Psyduck. It's gonna be a pass here. Okay, if we were going to tier these three guys, Mouth, gonna be melee. Persian, probably melee too. And I do believe Psyduck is just too stupid. Unarmed, I believe. Golduck. Golduck is not a joke. We need a weapon for this. The claws are actually really nasty. Other moves. But I think we can deal with this thing with melee weapons. I do believe. Mankey with a shield. We can defeat Mankey with a shield and a weapon. Ah, Christ! Of course that would happen. Anyway, I've been sieged a little bit by Windows updates. PC King is not chugging, so it's okay. Primate though? Primate seems a little bit too strong. So, ranged at best. At best. I don't think this is fast enough. Or is it? I actually don't remember. Let me check the stats. Just for the clarification. For the silly, funny, haha. It looks slow to me, but... Oh, 95 base speed. This thing is fast. Now, this thing might be a little bit too fast. And they're strong. I'm gonna say no smash. Too powerful. If this thing gets to you, it's going to pummel you to death. Probably. I'm not fainting the dogs either. Poliwag, unarmed, I believe. I believe. They're really weak. They're fast, but if you get them, they're done. Poliwhirl, a little bit stronger, probably melee. I can see the shield with this one. Or a pole arm. I do trust in that. Poliwrath though, and this thing, I do believe it should be slow enough, and we can take this out with the ranged weapon. I think they're gonna take it lightly with emanations and whatnot. Oh, the psychic types. The psychic types. Good question. I don't think I'm able to even defeat Alra here with teleport. You don't hit the thing? What? Teleports away. If you had traps and whatnot, maybe. And yeah, I do. You can get Alakazam with ballistics and whatnot. Checks out to me. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. With those psychic powers? Teleporting and barriers? Huh, they might actually have a smash though. This is just superhero territory. Let's go with have a smash. Chop. What might be able to do with this thing? With a shield. It is too strong, so Ibaraki might be a bad idea. Just like with Mankey. I think parrying is doable here. Chug with range, Machamp with range too. Because they're slow. If Machamp was actually faster, if this thing was a Conkeldurr instead of Machamp, no, this would be no smash, absolutely. Keep Bellsprout. Kinda flimsy, but it has poison. Gonna be on the melee boys. Go for Whipping Bell. And same for Victreol actually. I think that Victreol has less possibilities than Vileplume. I might be wrong though. Seems more like a melee combatant. But it could be having access to Razor Leaf. Let's go with ranged. Just in case. It's actually kind of strong for what it is. Tentacool and Tentacruel. I don't know, get close, but I think I can deal with this thing with a spear or something like that. Spear or trident. Tentacruel. Yeah, I wanna keep my distance. Okay, the rocks. Geodude, Growler, and Golem. I do believe Geodude could be weak enough to be dealt with using some strong gun. I don't really know too much about guns, but I've seen some stuff, okay? I think it's feasible. Growler and Golem, probably no smash. You might need explosives for these guys. I'm fighting the horses. I think they're nice. They're probably in this one in range, and this one probably no smash. Very fast, firepower, kind of strong. Slowpoke, and slow as fuck. We're gonna rush this guy, just unarmed. I trust in the power. Slowbird though. It is much stronger. It's really thick. Hard to tell. Will I be able to find this thing with a melee weapon? You know what? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. I do trust in my speed. I'm not the fastest, but if you rush this thing with your slashing weapon, yeah, I don't think it has a chance. I don't think it has a chance. Magnemite and Magneton, they're just steel types. Yeah, I don't think we can deal with them with melee weapons. Being an electric type is also a really strong boon for them. I'm gonna say no smash on both. I think we need some specific tools. Once again, explosives probably work. Some specific tool would probably be needed for them. Okay, more burbs. This is ranged territory. I think Farfetch flies. Eggler fly. So we probably need the pew-pews here. Totrio, probably Totrio though? I'm gonna say no smash. Even if we had a, let's say a rifle, just 1-on-1, I don't see it. This thing is really fast and really strong. It's stronger than Pidgeot, so Pidgeot is here. Totrio has to. Seal and Diagon. Those jumpers are a little bit nasty. Nothing with melee. For Diagon though, it's kind of fat, it's kind of thick. Ideally you can cleave this thing with a melee weapon, but it is much stronger than Seal, so it's going to use really nasty ice and water attacks. Probably a ranged weapon. Remember Muck. They're just a sludge. I don't know how to fight them. They could technically be in no smash, because you could purify them in some way, like water treatment, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. Shelter, I want to say unarmed, but it's really tough. We probably need like a hammer, and maybe a specific anti-armor melee weapon like the Corbin. Cloister though, it is really thick, man. It is really thick. 180 base defense. I don't see it. I don't see it. Ghosts? No idea. But, there we go. We would probably need some exorcism, magic and whatnot. Things that have not been proved in our world, which is a little bit bad. Let's see, Onyx. We'll need explosives for this one. Just a Hypno. I do believe I can rush the Hypno and the drowsy aiming. It has Lip, it has Hypnosis and whatnot. I don't see this thing being much tougher than Jigglypuff. Hypno though, probably ranged. Probably ranged because of the Hypnosis. Probably Kingler. I can deal with probably with a melee weapon. Kingler is actually really strong. It has extremely high attack. Ranged, without a doubt. Polter and Electrode, they're really fast and they can explode and they have electric moves. This is ranged at best. I wanted to say no smash actually. Because how do you get this? They're not steel types, but would you be able to perforate them with a ranged weapon? Hard to tell, actually. Hard to tell. I don't know. Can I say no smash? I might be lacking some information here. Eggs. Unarmed. They have grass and whatnot. They're just eggs. Might actually be melee. Because they could have reflect and whatnot. I do believe Executor is also melee. It is really strong. And it has psychic powers. It is just a tree still. With some good strikes with an axe, we can deal with it. Cubone, I'm not fighting the Orphan man. I'm not fighting the Orphan. Marowak, are we fighting Marowak? Yeah, with a ranged weapon. This thing having the club, actually powerful. Actually powerful. I wouldn't deal with that. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I want to say unarmed. They're probably way stronger than me. These are ranged weapon candidates. They're probably just melee themselves, so they're not really that fast. I don't think it's doable. Lucky Tongue. That tongue could be a problem. I'm gonna say ranged. A little bit conservative. But it would be, you might be able to get the tongue with a sword. You might, okay, you might be able to. But I don't know. I'm playing it safe. Coughing and wheezing. The same as Grandma and Muck. No idea, dude. No idea. Rhyhorn. Stuff, man, it's tough. It's a rock type. But I want to say it's not strong enough, and with some specific range weapon, we will be able to. Rhydon though, I don't say it. That's quite powerful. Chansey, another big blob, unarmed. 5 base defense. Jesus Christ, it's not surviving. Tangela, I want to say unarmed, but given the divines and whatnot, probably melee. Not really crazy, but something like a sword, maybe a shield too. Seems doable to me. Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is actually really strong. And it's kind of tough, but I don't think we need super weapons for this. I think we can deal with this guy with a rifle. It's a safari after all. Where's in Sidra? Probably melee for both. Cidra's not that bad actually, so it might be a little bit hard to deal with. Especially if it spams smoke screen. I'm gonna say ranged actually. With a shotgun. I say that. Golding and Seeking, pretty much the same. Golding is really nothing to wait home about, in my opinion. Seeking, it's bigger, stronger, has waterfall and whatnot. Range just to be safe. Just to be safe. Starting with Starmie. Starmie with psychic powers. It's actually really good. With access to a lot of moves. It's actually really fast. Surprisingly so. I don't know Smash. I don't know how to deal with this thing. Mr. Mime. Probably ranged. I want to say we can rush this thing with a melee weapon. With parries and whatnot. That'd be hard. Cider. Gotta say no Smash. You know what we said about Slowbro? We can rush this thing with a slashing weapon and it's done. That's what's going to happen to us with Cider. I don't think we can deal with this thing, even with a ranged weapon. We need to trap it in some way first. Too fast, and those sides... Too powerful, man, too powerful. I'm dealing with that. Jinx. I want to say Smash unarmed for the joke. That's probably ranged. Probably ranged. Electivus and Mogmore. They're actually really strong. And they're kind of fast. Would I be able to deal with them with a ranged weapon? Maybe not. Maybe not even Jinx, actually. It's actually fast too. But I think the ice attacks would be a little bit less dangerous than electric and fire. She also has psychic moves though. No Smash. No Smash. Back to Pinsir. If this thing gets to you, you're screwed. Those... grippy things? I don't know. They're not antlers, they're not horns. Pinsers? They're pincers? Are they pincers too? I don't know. They're going to fuck you up. But it is slow. So I do believe we can take this down with a ranged weapon. And it's kind of tough too, but it's doable. Throws really fast, once again. I don't say it. Magikarp? That's supposed to be kind of tough. Let's say melee. Let's say melee, you're probably tougher than the guys unarmed. Bellsprout, this year. Oliver. Yeah, I think it's fair. I think it's fair. The same tier as Horsey. I think that checks out. We have Gyarados. Gyarados to me seems really strong. It is too big and it's too powerful. It's just similar to Charizard, but without being able to fly. Maybe a little bit too much. Lapras, strong, thick, a little bit on the slower side. I do trust in the ranged weapon. Now, here comes an interesting one. Ditto. We're going to assume that Ditto is going to transform into me. And now the thing is, how do I defeat myself? Well, I probably have more HP than Ditto, so unarmed. Probably unarmed. I do trust myself to be tougher than Ditto. If this was just like horror movie Ditto that can transform in absolutely anything, it would be House Smash, okay? This is just assuming I'm fighting a copy of myself. Yes, I'm strong enough to defeat myself. Take a look at that. I want to fight with Eevees. They're okay, they're nice. They're nice. They're probably going in the range category because of the elements. Porygon. If it's virtual Porygon, and I'm going to assume it is, it's going in House Smash. How do you deal with this thing, dude? I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, this has vocals. Why? Why? I don't like it. I don't like it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Monster Hunter's Tourist 2. Okay, let's skip this one. Let's skip this one. We're going to Cathar for the ultimate. That seems alright to me, actually. Oh, it's dying. There we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, man. Okay, let's see. The fossils. Assuming they're alive. Assuming they're alive. I don't think this guy is strong enough to be able to defend a bludgeoning weapon. Just a similar case as Shelter here. Because they're probably the same. It's actually really good. Amster's actually really strong. I think I can deal with that thing. But pretty much the same. I have a Budops, which is in a similar boat to Sidor, but it is slower but tougher. Similar to Scissor, probably no Smash, actually. Aerodactyl, flying, fast, frog type. Probably no Smash, similar to Charizard here. Hard to tell. Snorlax, too tanky. It is too tanky. I don't think we can deal with that guy. I don't think we can deal with that guy, man. Even if it's slow, you're going to be hitting that thing with a melee weapon, with a gun and whatever. It's going to sleep and heal itself. You need a massive attack for this to work. You need some heavy artillery here. Okay, legendary burbs. Probably the same as the rest of the flyers with elements. No Smash. But you can probably deal with them with some sort of special weapon. Dragons. They want to fight the dragons. I actually like them. I actually like them. But for the sake of completion, I'm gonna say that Dratini would be probably a melee, Dragonite probably in range, and Dragonite in no Smash. I'm gonna say in range it's gonna be stronger than Charizard, Pidgeot, Dodrio, Gyarados, probably Aerodactyl too. So yeah, that checks out. Then we have the stronger second legendaries. If we have both Kadabra and Lakazam here, it only makes sense. House Smash. They may be too powerful. That's the end of it. Look at that. Okay. Which ones do I think I'm able to defeat unarmed? Caterpie, Metapod, Kakuna, Clefable, Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff, Venonat, Poliwag, Slowpoke, Drowsy, Chansey, and Ditto. That's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad. That is 13 of them. Yeah, that's a good number. That's a pretty nice number, actually. With melee weapons, with the possible use of a shield. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Wartortle, Weddle because of the poison. Red and Big Red, Snake, Yellow Rat, Sandshrew, neither and female, Nidorina, neither male, Nidorino, Addition Gloom, Paras, and Golduck, which is on the stronger side here, I'd say. Mankey, Poliwhirl, Matchup, Bellsprout and Whipping Bell, Tentacool, Slowbro. Slow just because it's slow, okay? It's actually really good, but once again, you should rush it with a slashing weapon and deal with it. Seal, channeling the inner Canadian. The only thing we can appreciate about the Canadians, apparently. Sheldon Krabby, Eggs, Coconut Tree, Tangela, Horsey, Building, Staryu, Magikarp, which Magikarp being Magikarp, we can put this thing up in an arm, but I think it's tough enough that we will need some sort of weapon to actually deal some damage. Amarant and Nomastar, this is a really high ball of my own, and Kabuto, really nice, really nice. I think this makes sense. Range weapons. Insert, Charmeleon, Butterfree, Beedrill. Yeah, Butterfree and Beedrill are actually kind of weak, but they're flying. Pigeon Pidgeotto, Spearow, Pharaoh, Arbok. Too big, might be a little bit too strong for a melee weapon. Raichu, Sandslash, Sabaton Golbat, Vileplume because of the poison, Parasite because of the two pincers, Venomoth. Venomoth's actually more powerful than Butterfree, so that makes sense. Poliwrath. This is the we don't want to go into melee with this, guys. Poliwrath, Machoke, and Machamp. Yeah, no. I'm gonna cast Gag on you. Victorville. Visible. We will need some cover for this one, I would say. Tentacruel checks out. Geodude. There's some specific weapons. Perfect Chantadu, Dialga, Hypno, Kingler, Marowak. Oh, hold up, Marowak with Boomerang and whatnot. Can be a really tough opponent here. I still want to say ranged weapon. Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Lickitung, Rhyhorn, I think it's still feasible, like Geodude. Kangaskhan, Sidra, Seeking, Mr. Mime, Pinsir, and Lapras. Yeah, I guess all of this checks out too. And then we have Nova Smash 1-1. We will need some sort of plan, high tier weapons, nukes and whatnot. Or traps. Charizard, Blastoise, Pidgeot. Pidgeot's way too fast. If it was slower, yes. Range weapon. The Nidos. With those earthquakes, yeah. Diglett and the trio because they can go really fast underground, so it's gonna be really hard to get them actually. Primeape, because it is fast. If we can rush them, they can rush us, so it's going to rush you, it's going to punch you in the guts, and you're gonna be dead. Arrow because of the teleport, that checks out. I think it's weak enough that you would be able to get this with some traps and planning, unlike the evolutions. Trouble and Golem to tough, Magnemite and Magneton to tough, the trio, just a better Pidgeot, Cloyster and Onix to tough, Ultrafang Electrode, with mix between tough, speed, explosions, and electric attacks, so checks out. Rhyhorn, it's better than Golem, so checks out too. army is fast and powerful. The same can be said of most of this actually. Shadow, Jinx, Electabuzz, Magmar, and Taurus, all fast, all are strong, and more than half of them have elemental attacks that are going to be a detriment for us. Those really fast and really strong. With some terrain advantage, we would be able to make work of this thing with a ranged weapon. Gyarados, stronger than Blastoise, so it only makes sense. Faster, tougher, maybe not tougher, but absolutely bigger, way more dangerous. Kabutops similar to Cider, check us out. Aerodactyl similar to Charizard, checks out. Snorlax too tough. And their Burbs, just the same. They're flyers, they're really strong, and they have elemental attacks, so yeah. Have a smash because they're not feasible. Get the wrong like Sam. Too strong. Psychic moves, teleporting, barriers. It's too much. It's too much. This may be no smash, but they're too strong. They're too smart, which is a problem. Grammar and Mug. You will need to purify them in some way. Ghosts. I'm no exorcist, so you will need an actual exorcist that works. Yoffing and Whizzing, same as Grammar and Mug. Porygon's virtual, so it doesn't make any sense. Mew and Mew, similar to Caterpillar and Alakazam, but with the caveat that they are legendaries, so they should be stronger. Lore-wise, at least. So there's that. Not bad, man, not bad. I think this is actually a nice list. I think we can beat way more than I expected. This might get a little bit crazy if we went with newer generations. Okay, alright, what time is it? That is a little bit too soon. It's a little bit too soon in my opinion. But that is okay to bring out the game. Maybe not. Maybe not. I think we did all we wanted to do today, so that's probably okay. So it can be a shorter stream. That gives me some time to tinker a little bit with the stuff on my own. Which is kind of cool. Okay. Didn't miss anything here, right? That's okay. That is cool. Well, oh, almost 2 hours. A little bit more than 2 hours actually. So that is cool. That is nice. That is cool. That is nice. So I think it's time for me to take my leave. So thank you all for coming here to my first anniversary celebration. We had some shenanigans, some fun. It was cool, it was okay. We will come back on Saturday as per usual. I have some stupid stuff to read. Jesus Christ, the entertainment industry is just imploding this week. It's really bad, actually. We have some Ubisoft shenanigans, we have some Star Wars, and I've been told a little bit about some BlackRock ESG bullshit, which I don't know if it's actually a thing, so I will need to look that up. But I need to research that on my own. If it's something that is actually a thing and it's happening, we'll take a look at that too. But I shall take my leave for now. I hope people enjoy the new trip. We can be a little bit silly at the moment. It's fine. It's alright. It's okay. It's so floppy. But let me go back here. There you go. But you know, it has been fun. We'll keep going at this. I still need to update Windows. It's being a pain in the ass. I got the... Oh man, would you like to update to Windows 11 now? No, absolutely not. You stupid piece of... Absolutely not. Hey, this is just the irregular update, the one with the yellow dot. But just for this to not tank my performance, I will need to to update. It's not that bad with this computer, but that's okay. You see the performance dropped, which is kind of bad. Not anyway. Time for me to get the hell out of here, baby. Once again, thank you all for coming. I hope you like my new trip here. And I will see you all on Saturday. Until then, remember to take care and do what the hero Himmel would have done.